Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth with Crafty Liz CreeAtions. Today I'll be showing you how to make a butterfly mesh and ribbon wreath on a unique and acrylic large board. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. Hi, welcome to Crafty Liz CreeAtions. Let's make this mesh and ribbon wreath on the unique and acrylic large board. What we're doing here today is ruffles. One-sided ruffle is what this is called. I did cut the mesh at 10 by 10. We are going to be seeing the cut edges, and I thought it'd be good to wood burn the mesh. And for the ribbon, I cut this at 12 inches. So 10-inch cuts, you need 36 pieces, 32 pieces, but I'll see about the middle. Maybe we'll need more. So I did end up with 36 pieces in this roll, which is good. And so I'll probably add a few ruffles in the middle, we'll see. And then I cut these, again, I cut these at 12 inches, all right? So there's the sign. This is what we're working with. And we'll make a bow at the end. So it's gonna be a regular wreath today. No flower wreath this time. I seem to be making a lot of those lately, and I thought I'd change it up a little bit. So put this curved side down with the cut edges on the top and the bottom, and I'm just gonna use this square just so I can ruffle it up in the middle, which is right here, right on this mint, or is it blue line. So one, oops. So I count, I'm a counter. So I'm just gonna do that. You see that? Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab this and put it halfway, just like that. And what I do here, of course, I'll use a zip tie for this part. I'm using the bigger ones because my hands my finger is just a little sore. I'm not sure what happened. So I'll just, the bigger zip ties help. Okay, so I'm just gonna close that up, and I'm gonna cut off that zip tie. That's how you make your half folded ruffle. Okay, we'll make another one. So line it up. I line it up on the square. Just, I don't know. It seemed to be neater looking that way. I'm gonna fold it halfway, just like that, and grab the little, the knob, and I'll add a zip tie. So that's your half folded ruffle. Okay, just like that. And then we'll grab our board. We'll see where the top is. This is the top. So I'm gonna start there with no ribbon. Every other one of these ruffles, every other with no ribbon. Close it off and grab another one and skip this zip tie, and I'm gonna add it right here. So isn't that pretty? And I'm gonna add this now to the ones that I skipped with the ribbon tails. So let me get the ribbon tails ready. So again, I did cut these at 12 inches. So I'm gonna put the butterflies on top for this. And yeah, I'm just gonna crisscross it a little bit. I think my ribbon, when I do this, my ribbon this way, they seem to lay how I wanted them rather than, you know, yanking them out like that after. So pins and pins. And so get those ready. Okay, I think it's a pretty good idea to leave your zip ties open when you do this style as well. But I've had this board loaded up. I have a few boards loaded up, and I thought I'd just use these ones. So when I add my little ruffle in there, I make sure my zip tie is caught on the inside of this zip tie here that I'm gonna zip up. And when I add my ribbon, they both line up. I'll show you. I'll hold it up here. They both line up nicely at the knot here, and that seems to help with the ribbon not coming out. So there it is. So that's how that's gonna look. This yellow ribbon is a little stiff. It crunches when I touch it. And I like that. So that's how that'll look. So we do that all with the zip ties that I skipped. All right. I'm just gonna pinch these together. All right, here we go. Get my mess, and now we're gonna add that in. Oh, my washer now stopped. That's good. Just makes weird sounds when it spins. Okay, so yeah, it's a good idea to leave these open. That looks good. So I won't worry about the ribbon. Just, oh, maybe I should, because I'm gonna put another layer in there, in here. Just the mess, though. I'm gonna cut off those zip tie tails. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add just ruffles on the third row. So we finished the second row and we're doing the third row. We'll add those, 8 of them, on row 3. Just the ruffle. Make sure it's laying right. Poof it up. So 1 ruffle per zip tie. So you can see the mess, the pretty mess. Thank you. Okay. There you go. Oh, I love the look of this. Don't you all love it? So if you're gonna really want to showcase your pretty mess that you've been saving for that special project, this is a good way to showcase it. And it doesn't take long to make. So you just need 32 pieces of 10 by 10 cuts. But in this case, I might need more because the butterfly is shaped different. If it were a circle sign, I'd probably end up using 32 pieces. But I think I'll use more than 32 for this project. I'll show you here when I finish adding the 4th row. I have an 8-inch sign here, so I'll show you. So last one for this row. Last one for this row. Okay, there we go. So I'm making sure my zip tie is in there when I zip up a zip tie. I'm just gonna put this up here so they'll all be the same. Okay, there we go. So we'll cut off those zip ties now. So a 10-inch sign would sit nicely here if you wanted to stop here, but I don't have one out, so you can go ahead and zip your zip tie. If your hands hurt, you can do that, and then you can pinch and grab. Okay, if your hands hurt, or if you're having trouble zip tying your zip tie, you can always feed that in there. You can do that. And then all you gotta do is zip it up with your needle nose. Oh. Okay. Easy, you can do that. Grab our board and add our ribbon tail, or where's the top? Where's the top? This is the top. So I'm gonna add ribbon tails every other. So for right now, I'm just gonna add the mess first, every other, and the half-sided ruffle, and skip a zip tie, and I'll add another one, just like that. Skip a zip tie, and I'll add another ruffle. Okay, where's the head? There it is. There it is. Zip that up. Oh, I love this mess. And skip and do another ruffle right there. Did I skip it? Yeah. Like I didn't want to take off these zip ties that are on row 5 because I left them in there because I should have, because I might end up doing like a whole ruffle in there. So the ones that I skipped, I'm gonna be adding ribbon tails. Here we go. So if you were to use an 8-inch sign, right here you'd add right here you'd add an 8-inch sign, and it'll cover the whole thing. You don't have to do all the row, all the zip ties. You can just do 4 and ribbon tails and add your 8-inch if you're gonna use an 8-inch. But in this case, we're using my butterfly. Whoops. We're using this butterfly. So if I were to add it now, we can still see gaps in there. So I'm going to end up adding the other ruffles, the other 4 ruffles, oops, with ribbon tails. Use them all. I thought there were 36, but I must have miscounted. But no matter. Don't matter. I'll do 2. See how well it'll cover. Just add those in there. See, it's easier when your zip ties are open if you're gonna add mess like this in there. So the top would be up here. That's the top. So I'm gonna lay my butterfly in a sideways like this a little bit. I think I'll put the other one on this side. so the butterfly. To attach the butterfly, there's a thing up here, but I'm gonna make a hole to attach. Probably make a hole right there. That's the butterfly. All right, so I'm gonna add it there. So I'll need a hole where? Probably here. Around like that, I'll probably end up adding another hole over here. And just through the mess, try to find a hole for this. Right. So this one goes through the mess. Right there. All right, so I think I'll add a bowl. Just a small bowl. Bowl. So I'm just gonna add that bowl over here and continue with the yellow and this. I'll do this one. Okay, I'll do 7. Let me do, I don't know, probably a 10-inch tail. Do a 5-inch loop. Goes on the board, I'll ducktail them. Cut that off. Okay, let's add the bow. All right, I got it. That's better. Pretty dovetail those. Well, that looks good. I like it. So we're gonna have our hanging zip tie up here. There we go. So clean this up. I just chop off a little bit of those pipe cleaners and put them back in the hole. Clean that up. Make sure those little wires are back into the hole because it won't scratch the door of your customer. Here we go. All right. So there it is, friends. There's our wreath. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. I hope you will try something like this. All right.